Hi everyone, how are you? Marriage is a new beginning in your life, right? So please ensure you make the right decision by checking if both you and your partner agree on a few things. Make a list of negotiables and non-negotiables so you can find your compatible partner. I would say the basics are communication and conflict resolution, family expectations, career, religion, past relationships, and financial maturity. This list mostly applies to arranged marriages because most times people meet for the first time. In love marriages, people have found somebody they like. So, other than the family liking each other, I don't think there's anything that needs to be checked. Whether it is a love marriage or arranged marriage, it is a gamble. But ensuring you find a partner who completes you and not consumes you is essential. I'm going to dive deeper, so buckle up. But before that, subscribe to my channel for more useful videos. Today's entry is titled Matrimonials and Marriage with a special emphasis on marriage. So let's get started. Any relationship starts with communication. You say hi, hello, and then move on slowly, right? Communication is what plays an essential role when both of you have contrasting opinions. How both of you get your point across is what matters the most. If you're hearing or speaking impaired, please find out if your partner is ready to learn sign language because that means they are ready to share the life with you, right? And it's okay to lose cool sometimes, but violence is never an option. So check if your partner can resolve conflicts face to face rather than communicating digitally. Please ensure your partner is emotionally mature and can resolve conflicts after analyzing the situation, because if you have kids in the future, you don't want to end up traumatizing them. Another important thing, if you don't want to traumatize your future children, is to discuss family expectations before you both decide to get married. Do both of you want kids? If one of them doesn't want kids, it's a no. You can't change someone's thoughts post-marriage. Please come off that delusion. You cannot change a person for what they are. When you're marrying an adult, you are going to marry somebody who comes with a set of conditions. There are few things that will never change no matter what. And if you want to have kids just to continue your family line, or you want your children to take care of you when you're old, the family line will most likely end there. See, when you decide to have kids, you're having somebody out of love. They are not your safety net. So please don't have kids just for the sake of it. Also, discuss if you want a nuclear family where it will be just you, your partner, and potentially your kids, or it will be a joint family where your parents, relatives, all of those will live with you. Both of these families are amazing to live in, but again, it depends on how somebody was raised. These family expectations is what decides your career, so pick carefully. Especially for women, it matters a lot because we need to be allowed to work after marriage. I find it funny when some people think that a man matters more than a woman when both of them have got the equal level of education and they have worked equally hard to get wherever they are. A woman, obviously, she has fought more because some families are very restrictive and they believe that a woman should just get married and have kids. I don't understand one thing. Clarify that for me. How is a son better than a daughter when the mothers of these sons want them to marry a daughter and have kids whom they will coddle? I hope everyone is aware that you guys come from a woman. Yes, a man contributes to the reproduction cycle, but a woman is the one who carries a pregnancy full term. And when women themselves uphold the bias that a son is better than a daughter, it's revolting. Religion is another thing you have to find out before marriage. If you're non-religious and have a religious partner, it might be tough to adjust. It's not impossible to adjust, but it might be tough for some people to adjust. And the same applies when you're not religious and your partner is religious. Yes, this can coexist, but most time, at least from what I've seen in my family, these two have never coexisted peacefully. Some religious people especially uphold superstitions that are imposed on women. So be careful about that. I think you must know the regular, you're dirty when you're menstruating, you shouldn't cook before you take a bath, you should eat only after your husband, your father-in-law, and all the men in the family eat. All that kind of things. Not a lot of them follow it, but I still see some of them following it. That is why I'm telling you this. Other than superstitions, there's also festivals where women are expected to contribute. Some are also expected to hold a fast. It's not necessarily a bad thing if you enjoy it. But if you don't enjoy it, please try to make sure that the family doesn't follow all those things that you don't want, because you don't want to be forced into doing something you dislike, right? Anyways, if you're marrying an adult, please clarify about their past relationships. You want to avoid any disappointment post-marriage, so please make sure you clarify it. Please try to ask for an STD test. Coming to STDs, the reason I want you to get a test if possible is because you don't want to be traumatized and you don't want something transmitted to you in the process. At the end of the day, transparency is essential for a happy relationship. In this process, you'll encounter creeps looking for pure virgins when their history rivals Genghis Khan. If you want to avoid any kind of surprises in the future, try to clarify their number of exes and their body count. With this, you'll also be able to understand their relationship patterns, and this is how they'll treat you in the future, even if they state otherwise. If something ever feels wrong, trust your instincts. Just say no and move on. The last thing is financial maturity. I'm not asking you to investigate their finances rupee to rupee or if they come from a very luxurious background. When you look into someone's finances, you'll understand how financially literate they are, and you'll get an idea of how they spend their money. It'll also give you an insight into their habits. Some of them might smoke, drink, or do drugs, which you might not agree with. So if something saves you, all in all, it's good, right? You'll also get an understanding of what their priorities are. And no, it doesn't make you a gold digger when you want to know about somebody's financial maturity, when probably you'll be spending your whole life with them. It's not like you're going to loot them or something, right? So find out. And people, kindly don't marry someone just because your parents tell you, oh, this person is nice, we've checked their background, we found out they'll be a good match for you. Until and unless you like that person, please do not marry them if you can, because most people walk around wearing a mask which hides their true personality. I gave you a small list for arranged marriages, right? You know the first and foremost thing you must do, find out if you actually want to marry someone. I'm aware most arranged marriages are forced marriages, but whoever has the choice, try to find out these things, okay? I'm just saying it for your own good. Whether you take it or not, your wish. Let me tell you how arranged marriages work. The parents upload their son or daughter's profile where it has their name, age, height, interests, if they are working or not, anything. It's like a biodata of things. Some of them might decide to upload a photo, some of them might not. And interested people will contact these profiles. But the parents get to make the final decision on whether this should proceed or not. And in most cases, these are managed by parents who think they are doing something good for their child and they can never be wrong. I get that some parents love their children a lot and want to protect them, so they think marriage is a natural process and their child is settled as soon as they are married. Whether it gives the married couple peace or not, I know it will somehow give the parents a peace of mind. Also, one more thing is, in India, the divorce rates are very low. You might think this is because people love each other and they genuinely want to be with each other. See, sometimes it's true, but most cases, right, these people are not compatible with each other. There are few reasons why people stay together even if they are not compatible. First is, what will society say? Society will call me a failure if I leave my partner and go. Society will laugh at my parents and they will ask them, what kind of child have you raised that they just ran away from the marriage? No, I don't understand why we let other people decide our fate. Some couples also stay together for the sake of kids, because what will society say about my kids? When people ask where your other parent is, how will I answer that? Man, I don't understand why people are hell-bent on staying for the sake of the society. This dabba society, that too. So these two non-compatible adults would stay with each other for the sake of society and traumatize their kids than resolve the conflicts like two mature adults. Divorces can happen in both love marriage and arranged marriage. It's natural. People fall apart after some time because they might have built a different expectation and it might not have worked out that way. I don't mean to say that kids with divorced parents don't suffer. Both of them suffer in different ways. The trauma is trauma in the end. I've noticed something on matrimonials that annoys me. When I visit a girl's matrimonial profile, I see her decked up like a mannequin for display. Contrastingly, in a man's profile, you will see somebody in shorts, pants, suits. And my parents haven't complained till now that a single boy hasn't sent a picture in veshti satai. Veshti satai is what Tamilians wear, our traditional clothes. Like how we have sari for women, we have veshti satai for men. These double standards make me wonder how my parents will treat me post-marriage. Now itself they have started, oh, once you go to your husband's house, you have to adjust. You are a part of their house. First of all, my dear parents, I was not interested in marrying. And second of all these conditions make me not to want to marry at all. Most marriages feel like a business deal to me. It's like, oh, these conditions are satisfied, I'm happy with you, I'm happy with this, I'm happy with that. Okay, let's do it. Do you guys even realize marriage is between two people and it actually determines their future? How could I forget this special case? When I said I was not interested for marriage, my relatives, they put the dhoop. Oh, maybe she has a boyfriend. Tried to find out. My dear, I don't step out of the house. Even if you meet somebody online, you need to step out of the house and meet them to go on dates, to have a boyfriend. I don't know, man. I don't know what these people are thinking. The only reason I'm disappointed with my parents for thinking so is because till now they have let me do whatever I want. If I was wrong, they have corrected me, but they have never discouraged me from trying. trying something. So all in all, I would like to say, don't keep your expectations sky high, because you will only end up disappointed. Kindly remember, people come with a lot of flaws, and only if you're able to accept these flaws, marry them. You will not get somebody perfect. You can only find out somebody who you're compatible with and marry them if you want to, not because somebody says so, only because you want to. In my opinion, marriage is about finding a common ground and working on inconveniences. You can't avoid conflicts in any relationship, but if you find a compatible partner, right, your ship will be smoother to sail. That's all for today's videos, guys. There are some scenes that have not made the cut, so if you stay till the end, you can watch the bloopers and enjoy. Otherwise, I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye bye. I would for arranged marriages where when you're in matrimonials or your partner can resolve conflicts. Another thing you don't want to, I find it funny how people find at the end of the day, any form of probably wear a mask which hides the where you get there. There are failure. If I leave my most couples I've seen, he has a pull.